If there was ever any indication for you guys to watch Dragon Ball Super, this episode was by far the reason to do it. Oh my god, did I love this episode. So starting off this episode, I gotta ask the question, does Vegeta have like this Hawkeye level of vision? Because everyone needs to get inside Bulma's ship to actually go see the battle between Beerus and Goku. And Vegeta is just like on the ship staring up into the clouds like, like I don't understand how he does this every fight, every major fight in Dragon Ball Z. He just has like this 40-40 vision, like not even 20-20, 40-40 vision that's just out of this world. Again, it's just some fun that I'm poking at Vegeta. It's just, to me, it's just hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. But into the actual meat of this episode, you could tell how fucking hard Goku's punches were when he's fighting Beerus. Like, not even like seeing the impact of him like actually hitting him. Once he sends Beerus flying, Beerus is actually like bouncing on clouds as if they're like, they solidify on impact. Similar to how like a body of water where like if someone jumps off a bridge and they like just go at high velocity and just go bam, splat right onto water, at that moment it's hard as rock, it's hard as cement. But with Beerus, he's getting punched against clouds and he's bouncing off the clouds. So it makes you wonder like, how hard is Goku punching this guy? Because he is bouncing off of clouds. Like he is hitting clouds and bouncing off. Like, oh my god, this was just an amazing fight. I really love the fight. This by far redeems all the shit this show got in episode 5, because I'm sure you all know the heinous episode 5, how it's the bane of Dragon Ball Super. And again, there's no excuse for that episode. I'm never gonna cut Toy slack for giving us that episode. But episode 11, oh my god, it's everything and more that episode 5 should have been. It was just phenomenal, so phenomenal. Animation and art were on point. The fight scenes were on point. And they even added like a few extra scenes that really showed like how strong Goku is in his Super Saiyan God form. Like when Beerus launches the Ki Blast at him, like a giant Ki Blast. And we only got a glimpse of this in Battle of Gods, where at the end of the fight, Beerus is about to destroy the planet. He throws that giant ball of energy, and all of a sudden Goku just turns Super Saiyan God again, and he magically absorbs it. And he didn't know how he did it. Beerus didn't know how he did that. There was never an explanation as to how Goku was able to absorb that energy. But now with Goku in complete control Super Saiyan God form, we see him just grabbing that ball of energy and just absorbing it and putting it into a concentrated form and just taking it all in. So I'm wondering if maybe we're gonna get more insight as to how Goku is able to do this, why he's able to do this, because I thought it was just, you know, a one-off thing that they did in Battle of Gods. Like Goku absorbs the energy and then that's it, never explained, never know how he did it. But now, since like Beerus and Goku are actually doing it, like actually absorbing it, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm fanboying right now, but god, this episode, it made you a Dragon Ball Super fan. It definitely did. And I really love the tone of this fight, because in Battle of Gods, the fight scenes were epic as crazy, like epic as shit. Like Goku going in on Beerus, and it was serious, and it was just great to watch. In Dragon Ball Super, we still get hints of that epicness, but it's still more of like a comedic battle. Like, it's a fun battle to watch, because you have Goku screaming in Beerus's ear, you have Beerus flicking him in the head or pulling his nose up. It's just a fun battle to watch. Even though it's a serious one, it's a battle that we see Goku having fun with, and as well as Beerus. So I definitely like how Dragon Ball Super is not trying to rehash the epicness that was in Battle of Gods, because then again, I mean, Battle of Gods, it had the animation, so it could go all in with its epicness. With Dragon Ball Super, it still had good animation, but Dragon Ball Super, I liked how they gave a bit of comedic touch to this fight, because like no shit, I really hope I wasn't the only one that thought this, but there was a moment where Beerus and Goku are talking, and Beerus just fucking like appears right behind like Goku, like so swift, so smoothly. And immediately when I saw that, I thought, oh my god, someone make a meme or a vine out of this with Beerus saying, hey little mama, let me whisper in your ear. And oh my, it was just so spot on. I started busting out laughing because he just appeared behind him. He was like right in his ear and he was whispering, and it was just so funny. If you guys are watching this, please let me know if there's something out there like this, or if you can make it yourself, please, and I will share the crap out of that because that shit was just so funny. But we even got more like seriousness in this fight with like Beerus like pummeling Goku, palming him in the face with Ki Blast and throwing him around everywhere, saying, yo, you better show me what you can really do, or I'm going to kill you and the rest of humanity on this planet. And you could see that. You could definitely see that in this episode, that Beerus was just playing around, but at the same time, he wanted to fucking end this. And I really love how playful this guy is. When he's out in space and he's like getting one of his Ki Blasts and he's making it like a hacky sack game, like he's bouncing it on his head, bouncing it on his tail. It was just so freaking funny, and at the same time, it was serious to the point where you saw that Beerus sees this as just a simple game. Even though he's gonna kill everyone, he doesn't feel anything for it. He just wants to do it. It's part of his job as God of Destruction. And of course, epic moment closing out the episode with Goku going Kamehameha on all those fucking like hacky sack blasts that Beerus threw in his way. The only complaint that I would have for this episode is, again, since it's a retelling of Battle of Gods, I was hoping that they would incorporate some bits of the fight in Battle of Gods to this one, in that I didn't like how most of the fight took place in the sky and just transitioned into space afterwards, because in Battle of Gods, they were like, it was like a true battle of gods. They were punching each other through like different sceneries, like into the mountains, into the desert, into the forest, into the city. Like it was just everywhere, like a global fight. You really felt that it was like two gods duking it out. And then also the scene where Goku just gets out of his Super Saiyan God form and he's like, I will let you destroy my world! Like that epic scene. Even though I wasn't expecting it in this dub or in this translation from Japanese, I still wanted that scene to be in there just because it was so freaking epic. But they didn't really do that. They didn't do that, and they didn't do the change in scenery with their fight. But to me, that's such a nitpick. Like, this fight was still pretty awesome, still pretty epic, still pretty funny, and this was the reason why you should watch Dragon Ball Super. In terms of a score rating, I would rate it anything between an 8.5 to a 9. And only reason why it's not, you know, a perfect 10, because I don't think any episode is perfect, first of all. And also, the complaints that I had earlier where I didn't like how they didn't change scenery, like show like how massive this battle is between gods, like just around the globe. But other than that, this episode was freaking awesome in its own right. Hands down. Definitely 8.5, 9 material in Dragon Ball Super terms. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. I really want to hear your thoughts. Do you think this episode of Dragon Ball Super is going to get you to watch it if you haven't started watching it already? And if you are watching it already, like, is this the episode that's like, oh yeah, man, I'm going to keep watching this every week because this shit is good? Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. But that's pretty much all that I have for this video. If you could leave a like if you enjoyed it at all down below, I would really greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you could do so as well, stay up to date with my content. I'll love you forever, people. I'm Mr. Ajax, and as always, stay beautiful.